Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, JusJrdn here, here with another moment with Jay. Nah. Let's do this one more time. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy doing a solo cast today. Here is a moment with Jay.
I just wanted to hop on the mic and say, I know the world been a little chaotic and everything. I just wanted to check and make sure everything good in the hood, like sure, you know what I mean? Say out of the fam. Okay, let's get to work. What up?
What's going on,
what you lost?
beautiful people? It's your boy, JusJrdn. Now, let me just start with a couple things. I know that I'm wearing the exact same outfit that I wore on the podcast with Ashley a few weeks ago. If you're hearing that, I'm just pouring me up some coffee. It's first thing in the morning. This is the earliest podcast that I filmed so far, and it's because we got a busy ass week ahead of us, and that's okay, So we getting it in when we can. So I know that this outfit is similar to the one that I wore when Ashley was on, and it's because I love this fit, man. I was like, yo, this fit actually fires. So I was like, fuck it, we'll do it. And I know I don't usually be rocking the jewelry, but shout out to my sister and her fiance for hooking me up with some gorgeous pieces for being part of their ceremony. Now, we're having a little bit of technical issues with these lights. You know what? One light looks fine. One of the lights just burnt out, but if you're listening, you don't really even hear it. All right, y'all. So yeah, I got a bunch of cool guests coming through and everything, but I wanted to hop on and just do a solo cast and kind of catch everybody up with some of the things that I've been doing, and some cool things have unfolded in the little bit of time between my last solo one and this one. So I thought I just say what's up. I just wanted to start by saying that I love this type of year, man, or this time of year. It's this kind of October through December, other than the weather from where I live. I'm not a big fan of the cold. But other than that, man, I do. There's something special about this time of year. There's a couple cool things. Like a lot of my family, all my siblings, and my mom, everyone except my dad, I guess, has their birthday within these 4 months. Mine and my brothers is coming up in a couple of weeks. Same thing with my mom's. So that's cool. And then it just seems like around this time every year, it's always been something, I don't know what to say, impactful going on in my life. Shout out Scorpion season, Scorpio season. And I'll give you a couple examples. When I did mushrooms, it was the week before my birthday last year. And that was revolutionary to me, changed up all my shit. And then, about this time last year, I failed a music festival. That was huge. That was a huge public failure. Lost thousands of dollars. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And from there, so much growth has happened from both of those things, actually. You know what just happened? Shout out to my very first single ever, Bounce, man. That was the Bounce came out November 4th, I believe 2016, and my first album came out December. So we'll talk about life. I love that album, man. Living in a False Existence. Well, my first single, the very first thing I ever put out, Bounce, came out 7 years ago on November 4th. I know it's been a couple days since then, but yeah. So that was just, ever since I first made this song, and man, lots has changed, and that's what I was just reflecting. I made a post on Instagram or something the other day about it, and this music journey has been a ride like no other. The ups, the downs, um, the fun, the heartbreak. It's an interesting industry to be a part of, and I love it, and I will always be a part of it, and that's why I have the two tattoos on my forearms: the bass clef and the treble clef. It's like no matter what, I got those when I was 18 because it was like no matter what, I was always going to be a musician. No matter what happens, no matter, I always play music. I always make music. I have to, man. I have to. It's something that I gotta do because it's just who I am. You know what I'm saying? It's just who I am as a human, and I feel better when I'm creating, even when no one's listening. But I gotta say, man, lots of people been listening, and that's what's been fun and exciting too. Um, yeah. Just very special to me, that song and everything. Shout out Andrew Menzak. We still be making music together. And actually, I'll tell y'all right now, I'm dropping a new song November 18th. It's called Dark Sky. I previewed that song on here before, so if you have been listening, I have I have I have played it on here before. So I'm super excited to be getting that out and getting that to y'all. That will be from Olympus 2. And yeah, Olympus 1 is only going to be coming out on vinyl. Shout out to everyone buying the vinyls. www.primepurposemovement.ca. I really appreciate it. Every vinyl sale means the most. It really goes to helping the channel, helping out a lot of things, helping the fam, helping me. So really appreciate everyone who's picked up the vinyl. We got the pre-order for about another once this one comes out, about another 10 days, and yeah, free workout program with that too. Yeah, man. So bad. There's so many things to talk about. Um which direction do I even want to go right now? It's a little early to be smoking weed. It's really early to be smoking weed, to be honest with y'all, but just I don't know. It was the vibe this morning. Look at these beautiful necklaces my sister and if her husband got me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't usually repping the jewelry like that. To be truthful, to be 100% truthful, to be 100% transparent with y'all, man. This mic is giving me some grief today. To be 100% transparent with y'all, the only reason I'm wearing this on the podcast is I was shooting some content with these on yesterday, and I couldn't take them off myself, so that's why they still on. And I was like, we'll figure it out after the podcast how to get these off. But yeah, this is the first time I kind of addressed. So since I did my last podcast, I've been kind of doing these OMAD, 1 meal a day videos, and they've taken off, man. They've really helped grow the channel. They've really helped grow the music, and we're only in the beginning. We're at 20 something when this video initially comes out. And the channel's growing. Really appreciate it. Shout out to my homie Cole Robinson. He's really been not only coaching me, giving me some advice, but using his platform to kind of shout me out. And I really appreciate it, man. And I really appreciate all the new listeners and people following along to that journey specifically. Super, super cool. It was cool because a couple things. I wanted to be making more regular content, on top of the podcast and on top of some of the music stuff that will be coming out next year. And I wanted to be doing some more health and fitness stuff. So that it was Cole's idea to do it, and I was like, bro, I'm game. Let's do it. I was doing a cut anyways, And so now it's just kind of a little bit more interesting. So I'm eating one meal a day. I'm kind of just showing my fitness and health routine on those videos. It's a little vlog. It's to help keep me accountable. And, a bunch of people are staying accountable to it too, which is super cool. People, telling me about their fall offs, people asking me for help, people telling me about their journeys. And that's wild, man. Some people have really had some difficult situations and stuff. So yeah, it's been really cool, really fun, and I've committed to doing it for an entire year. Your boy's gonna get super shredded. Um, and it'll be just a regular part of of this channel's content, just like the podcast, just like some of the music stuff. So yeah, stay looking out for that. Super hyped about it, to be honest with y'all. I don't know, it's just nice. I know it's hard to kind of throw a video up every day, but they're so simple, and there's things that I'm doing anyways, so it doesn't seem so bad. And while we're on that subject, man, I just want to say thanks, everybody. We had 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. You might be listening to this on a different platform, but no matter what platform you're listening on or watching on, we're growing, man. Just a few months ago, we were getting a kind of one or a few listens every day, and then we were getting now we're getting a couple hundred every week. So super exciting. The clips are going huge, and I really appreciate everyone following along the journey. The more likes, shares, comments, and all that, the more that we can keep growing the channel, the more cool stuff that I can keep bringing to y'all. And I got a bunch of stuff in the bag, but there's a lot of cool stuff that I would like to do, and that I'll hopefully be able to get to do. So super excited with that. So thank everybody. It's huge milestone. Only something like 8% of all YouTube channels have over 1,000 subscribers, and so cheers, man. Thank y'all so much for the 1,000 subscribers. Oh yeah, I forget that the cup disappears. It's been a while since I brought the Michael Secret stuff up on this shit, and so yeah, very cool. I was very hyped about it, just watching the numbers, and we still getting subscribers every day. So very, very cool, very, very excited, very, very grateful for all the support, all the love, everyone subscribing, everyone pressing play on the music, everybody buying the vinyls. There's a lot for me to be grateful for in this moment, So I'll keep on the grind. I'll keep doing what I'm doing, and I appreciate y'all for being here. While we're talking about this, one of the things that I did try to commit to, that I had to back off on, was talking to 100 people a day. So when I first announced my vinyl pre-sales, my second round and final round of the vinyl pre-sales, I committed to doing 100, talking to 100 people a day, phone, email, text, comments. It doesn't really matter how I was talking to these people. It had to be like a genuine conversation, though. It couldn't just be like a thanks for liking this comment or something, like it had to be like at least some substance to it. And I kind of wanted to lay down my experience talking to 100. So I talked to 100 people for 2 weeks. And then I kind of dwindled off. Then I did it for like 4 days. I did it for a week. I needed 2 days off. Then I did it for 5 days, 2 days off, 5 days, 2 days off. And so I did it for maybe 3 weeks, but I just like to say that I did it for 2 weeks. And dog, I was having, so this is the first few days, it was challenging just because it was hard to start conversations. So then I was announcing it. I'm having 100 conversations. So then people wanted to have phone calls, and people were messaging me, and I was messaging people. And for the first little bit, it was all right. It was interesting because it's always interesting to see how people like to communicate. Some people are very open. Some people are very reserved. Some people are just angry. Some people are just happy, just naturally, just their demeanor or just how I caught them at that day. So the 100 conversations, man, out of most of the things that I've tried, was one of the most exhausting things because it was just a lot. 100 people is a lot of motherfuckers. And shout out to everyone I had a conversation with. I'm very grateful that I stepped into this and tried to do it. It was very time consuming, obviously, for one. And the point was I was trying to just have conversations and connect with people in hopes that I would find the people that would find the value in my vinyl and my workout program. I was trying to have these conversations to find if I had a solution to some people's problems, whether it was fitness, whether they were looking for some dope, unique art, whether they were trying to support someone local or someone internationally. So anyways, I was having these conversations. I had conversations with people from here, had conversations with people in person, a lot of conversations on the phone, a lot of conversations. Actually, the most conversations I would say were from text and voice messages, and those are the best ways, I think. Um, and one of the other reasons why I did that is I'm bad with talking to people. I'm bad with it. It's something that, and you've heard me talk about it several times on the podcast. I'm kind of an avoidant. Some people get mad and upset and say something crazy. Hold on, I'm gonna just say something crazy or something. But not me. I don't say much, especially if I'm having a hard time with something, or there's some kind of conflict or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Then I don't typically um I'm not combative. I'm very reserved. I'm always worried about saying too much, so I'll say very little or nothing at all. And then I'm bad with keeping up with motherfuckers. I'm bad with hitting motherfuckers up. I'm bad with that kind of thing. So I thought this would be a way to help keep me accountable, and it did. I was much more inclined to take phone calls, obviously, because I was trying to take. I was much more inclined to answer DMs and respond to emails. Emails are usually where I respond to the most, the quickest, because it's just the most professional way in my eyes. And I had some hard conversations. Um, it didn't really help me sell any vinyls. Didn't really help me sell any vinyls. So please, if you need, please go buy some more vinyl. Please go and buy some vinyls. Didn't do that, but it did allow me to connect with a bunch of people. It did allow me to not be like, oh, I'm too tired. I won't take this phone call. I took them, and I had a lot of conversations, a lot of meaningful conversations, and a lot of easy, fun conversations. People laughing and hearing about people's goals and dreams. I love that shit. But then I had a lot of hard conversation. Man, I was just thinking about almost got teary eyed there a little bit. Oh man. Uh Ooh, just thinking back on some of the conversations. Some of them were oh man, I don't want to share people's stories either because that wasn't the point of having these conversations. Um whew, um but I talked to some people um sorry, one second. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I had some hard conversations. I'm trying to 100 conversations a day with people, and I kind of steered the conversations on how they wanted to go. I'm pretty open. I'm pretty talkative. I can pretty much hold a conversation with most people. A lot of people also fuck you, why you messaging me, blah 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 too. It wasn't all oh, I get to talk to Jay. It was some of it was like, yeah, get the fuck out of here. And that's cool too. I wasn't trying to disturb people. But anyways, uh there were conversations that I had And people are going through a whole lot. That's one thing that, whether they were good conversations or bad conversations or hard conversations, what the one thing I learned from having those hundred conversations a day was, man, a lot of people are going through a lot of stuff, mentally, physically, spiritually. I had conversations about God, had conversations about rape, I had conversations about people's sicknesses and disease, and um, sick children and all kinds of stuff. I had conversations about, man, my eyes are kind of watering a little bit because some of the conversations had me in tears, and some of the conversations were very hard to have. Which was a reason why I ended up having to stop them. It was not only time consuming, emotionally draining. Um, and because I would sit there and I would conversate usually as much as that person would want to conversate. And sometimes it was short and sometimes it was long. And most times it was somewhere in between. And don't get me wrong, most of the conversations were pretty, you know, um, what's the word you would say? Pretty chill, pretty just like common. Oh, hey, how are you? What's new? Oh, I got a job. I'm doing this. Oh, do you like doing that? Yeah, I don't mind doing that. It's really supporting my, just things like that. How's your husband? How's your wife? How are your kids? And those are lovely. It's always just, and it's so nice to connect with people. And I hope to maybe try this again. Maybe a number of people per day. But even the OMADs and stuff, people reaching out for help and get to hear people's sides of their fitness goals and what they're struggling with and all that too. So, just over the last few weeks, I've really been connecting with a bunch of people and having a lot of conversations on a lot of different conversations, and it's been interesting. It's been hard. It's been nice. I had to take a break from it though. The 2-3 weeks that I did it, um, man, it drained me. It drained me. It was interesting. I learned so much. I connected with so many people. I'm still texting and messaging certain people that I hadn't talked to in a very long time. So that was very nice too. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't all bad. It wasn't all bad. And actually, I would say there was so much more good than the bad. Anyways, it was an interesting experience. I mean, would I recommend it? I don't know. I don't know if I recommend many of the things that I try, but that's why I try them. It was just a interesting experiment to do, and I'm glad that I did it. And I'm sure that I'll try other things like that as well, man. Yeah. So I've been getting a lot of. On top of that, I've been getting a lot of messages. There's a lot of excitement about the podcast and the old man and the new album. Um, so I'm super excited with everything, man. This was another thing I wanted to bring up. Um, I used to play so much basketball in my youth. In my I know I'm not even 30 yet, but like when I was a little kid, teenager, high school, just after high school, played so much basketball, and it's just something that's not really part of my life anymore. I'm thinking about getting more into the NBA again, but it's something that's just mostly because it hurt me physically so much. I was always hurt. I was always broken fingers, rolled ankles, broken uh, knee, broken ankles, shoulder injury. So I don't really play anymore, but the NBA stuff, I might get back into it. It's just so interesting how you invest so much time, such a large period of your life, years and years and years. I played on many, many teams and all that, and now I don't. And I mean, I'm onto different things, a lot of weight training, yoga, and all that kind of stuff, um but yeah, it was just I was thinking about during the 100 conversations a day. I connected with some old friends, and just thinking about stuff like that, just like things have changed over time. and you don't get to hang out with the people that you used to hang out with, or you just don't, because whatever, visions have changed or values have changed, or you're too busy, they're too busy, all kinds of stuff. Life gets in the way with. I'm very grateful for how my life is, and all the things that I get to do, like coming out and speaking on this podcast and stuff like that. And that's another thing, man. This podcast, how exciting it's getting. People, I got so many more guests. We got some special episodes coming out too, which I'm super excited for. So I'm just very grateful for the life that I lead, and all that. I do have a bunch of guests podcasts coming out. So please look forward to those. This one was kind of just I just wanted to hop on and do a short little one. Just get talking to y'all, just kind of catch y'all up with how things are flowing, how things are going. Thank y'all so much, for being part of this journey, especially y'all who've been listening to the podcast from the beginning. It's been a wild ride so far, and we got such a long ways to go. So I'm very, very excited for the podcast. I'm super excited for the music. Some of the new music I got coming out and coming over the next couple of years is my best work ever, and stuff that I think nobody else is doing. So I'm very excited for that as well. Please check out some of the old music. And yeah, I'm super excited. If there's anyone you would like to see on the podcast, please tag them, DM me. We're trying to get some really cool people on. I do have some really cool people on, coming on, and all that. So super excited. Again, I just wanted to keep this kind of a short one, just so I could come say what's up to y'all. Keep it real and kind of inform y'all with what's been popping off. Again, super grateful for all y'all who subscribe, like, play. Please, 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 if you can, go pre-order the Olympus vinyl on the Olympus pre-order on vinyl. We got about 10 days left of it. It would be, even if we get a couple more sales in that time, it would mean the world to me, truthfully. That album's coming out 2024, Olympus 2 coming out 2024, and then Mr. J and the Heartbroken Homies maybe 2025, maybe 2026. Hopefully we'll see kind of where that goes. Those albums are really, really crazy, very, very special. Anyways, thank y'all. Please go check out all the podcasts, check out all the videos. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep fucking elaborating here. I'm feeling good. Yeah, look at this bling, man. Should I be getting more bling? I'm not a materialistic guy, but man, these necklaces actually looking fire. And then shout out to my homie Andrew for the shirt, man. All the nice shit that I own, I never bought myself. It was always given to me for a gift. Anyways, I gotta run. I got shit to do. I hope y'all have an amazing week. Hold up. Not only do I hope y'all have an amazing week, I hope y'all have an amazing rest of your month. We're coming to the end of the year, and even if the year wasn't what you wanted it to be, that's okay, man. It rarely, rarely is. And I hope that you can find a way to finish at least closer to your goals if you haven't reached them. And if you've reached your goals, or you're striving to achieve a goal right now before the end of the year, let's get it, baby. And I know a lot of people are kind of lax going into the January, going into the Christmas month, and then January, February, they tend to go and reach the goals. But I'm saying start early, baby. Start on the grind, get it going. And slow and steady wins the race. I'm telling you that right now, man. I'm going to be the biggest artist in the world. I'm going to be the biggest podcast in the world. I might even be the biggest fitness influence in the world one day. We'll see. But it's going to be a slow race. I would love for everything to pop off tomorrow, but, patience is a virtue. Anyways, man, I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope you're having a beautiful life. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your year. Even though I'll be back next week and I'll be posting daily on everything pretty much. Yeah, man, just very, very grateful for where I am right now. And I couldn't be more thankful for everybody who's been supporting me. So more love, more success. This has been A Moment with Jay.
Like that. I like
I hope you know, with every darker night, there's a brighter day. Through the chaos, we'll be okay. Sending nothing but positive vibes your way. Love for always. Jay.